Is the news at 10. First, the highlights. Lagos State government boosts food security as LISA trains 500 farmers, fishermen in Ikorodu. National Assembly warns parliamentary workers against planned protest during plenary. On a foreign scene, Israel, Hamas to begin ceasefire talks in Egypt. And in sports, Flying Eagles through to round of 16 of FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. In a move aimed at enhancing food security and improving local production, the Lagos State Agricultural Impute Supply Authority, LISA, has trained over 500 farmers and fishermen in the Ikorodu division of the state. The intensive one-day session focused on equipping participants with innovative farming and fishing techniques tailored to their specific needs. In her keynote address, Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusoya, underscored the broader significance of the initiative, stressing that food security is not merely an agricultural concern, but linked to economic stability, public health, and urban resilience. Olusoya, who was represented by the Director of Agribusiness, Aramide Gonzalo, reinforced the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration's commitment to supporting local producers. Earlier, the general manager of LISA, Olufolake Oluyemi, described the event as more than just a training, but a platform to listen, learn, and co-create innovative solutions. Chairman of the All Nigerian Farmers Association, Lagos State Chapter, Femi Oke, commended LISA and the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems for consistently prioritizing the welfare of farmers and fishermen. The theme of the event was harvesting success, innovative solutions for Lagos farmers. Public servants in the employ of the Lagos State government have been urged to renew their commitment to integrity, dedication, and a strong sense of responsibility to enhance growth in the state. This charge was given by the State Head of Service, Bode Aguru, during a special Thanksgiving ceremony organized at the Chapel of Christ the Light, Alausa, Ikeja, as part of activities marking the 2025 Public Service Week, themed Excellent Service Delivery for the Benefit of Humanity. Aguru stated that the theme serves as a constant reminder for public servants to prioritize the needs of citizens in their daily duties as key implementers of government policies and programs. He affirmed the state government's commitment to delivering services with sincerity of purpose and a genuine desire to meet the needs of the people. Aguru expressed gratitude to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for championing the culture of excellent service delivery, benefiting not only the state but the nation as a whole. Residents of Lagos State government's housing schemes have been implored to cooperate and work together to further improve the facilities provided for them by the government. Director of Estate in the State Ministry of Housing, Femi Fosudo, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, gave the advice at the swearing-in ceremony of the new executives of the Lateef Jakonde Gardens Residents Association in Igondo. Fosudo said it is imperative that residents forget their individual differences and team up for the development and security of the immediate environment. In his acceptance speech, the new chairman, Abdullahi Shuaibu, promised to improve on the efforts of the outgoing executives and ensure that every resident is carried along. Shuaibu said his administration will be based on a 7-point agenda, which includes welfareism, accountability, reconciliation, mutual respect, inclusiveness, security, and transparency. The former chairman, Babajide Andu, had earlier outlined the various achievements of his administration and urged the new executives to improve on them. The new executives that will run the affairs of the state for the next 2 years include Dr. Abdullahi Shuaibu, chairman, Mrs. Omotayo Olajumoke, Vice Chairman, Mr. Tajuddin Adebanjo, General Secretary, Shakiru Adeyemi, Treasurer, and Adekunle Olorode, Social Welfare Director. Others are Mrs. Mariam Rafiu, Assistant Social Welfare Director, Mr. Adedeji Arowolo, Public Relations Officer, Barrister Sharifat Busari, Legal Advisor, as well as Mr. Henry Opara, Chief Security Officer. Now to the rest of the stories. The management of the National Assembly has cautioned aggrieved parliamentary workers against carrying out their planned protests and picketing of the complex as lawmakers resume plenary on Tuesday. The warning followed threats by some members of the Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria to embark on industrial action over alleged unresolved welfare and constitutional issues affecting staff. In a circular issued by the Secretary, Human Resources and Staff Development, SCN, on behalf of the clerk to the National Assembly, Kamoru Ogulano, the management warned that any attempt to disrupt legislative activities will attract severe disciplinary measures. SCN explained that within 7 months of assuming office, the current management had embarked on several administrative reforms aimed at improving efficiency and boosting staff morale. International biker and mental health advocate Ibi Shofekun has completed a record-breaking ride across 2 continents and 40 countries in 99 days, covering over 23,000 kilometers to raise awareness about mental health of the boy child. Shofekun, the founder of Fire Kiss Nation, an international advocacy and charity initiative, was warmly received at the J. Randall Center in Lagos by his supporters, friends, and family members to celebrate his achievements. His campaign, tagged Project Help, stands for help, encourage, lead, and protect, symbolizing his mission to inspire change and end the stigma surrounding boys' emotional well-being. Speaking at the event, he urged fathers and male guardians to be intentional in nurturing both boys and girls. He noted that while society often focuses on empowering girls, many boys are left without emotional guidance, creating pressure to measure their worth by material success.
I know so many men that are doing well in their lives, but the question is, which kind of boys grew into the kind of men that are doing all of these nasty things? And the irony of everything is that fathers take particular care to bring up the girl child.
He called on men to lead by example and provide real-life mentorship rather than leaving young boys to seek role models online. And now to foreign news. Delegations from Hamas, Israel, and the United States are due to convene in Egypt for talks with President Donald Trump, urging negotiators to move fast to end the nearly 2-year war in Gaza. Both Hamas and Israel have responded positively to Trump's proposal for an end to the fighting and the release of captives in Gaza in exchange for Palestinians held in Israeli jails. Hamas's lead negotiator, Khalil al-Hayya, is to meet with mediators from Egypt and Qatar in Cairo ahead of talks in the Egyptian resort town of Sharm el-Sheikh. Negotiators will look to determine a date of a temporary truce as well as create conditions for a first phase of the peace plan in which 47 hostages held in Gaza are to be released in return for hundreds of Palestinian detainees. Now sports. Nigeria's Flying Eagles have qualified for the round of 16 at this year's FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile after a pulsating 1-1 draw with Colombia in their final Group F tie. Another late penalty converted by Daniel Bamayi saw the Flying Eagles come from a goal down to earn a point against the South Americans. It was a game that saw Flying Eagles trio Daniel Daga, Suleiman Sani and Tahir Maigana hit the woodwork. The Flying Eagles will now face 6-time Under-20 FIFA World Cup winners Argentina in the round of 16 on October 8. And that's all for the news at 10. Use the walkway where available to avoid accidents. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961, on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on my Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration completed and inaugurated 34 roads at Koshofe, Shomolu, Victoria Island and Ikoyi? You can get more details on the Lagos State government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. In a move aimed at enhancing food security and improving local production, the Lagos State Agricultural Import Supply Authority, LISA, has trained over 500 farmers and fishermen in the Ikorodu division. Management of the National Assembly has cautioned aggrieved parliamentary workers against carrying out their planned protest and picketing of the complex as lawmakers resume plenary on Tuesday. We also told you that delegations from Hamas, Israel, and the United States are due to convene in Egypt for talks with President Donald Trump, urging negotiators to move fast to end the nearly 2-year war in Gaza. And in sports, Nigeria's Flying Eagles have qualified for the round of 16 at this year's FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile after a pulsating 1-1 draw with Colombia in their final Group F tie. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adibeshing. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good morning.